Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope you're having a great day. Thanks so much for joining me. Well, today I'm sharing with you the Spellbinders Club Kit. This is the Small Die of the Month Club Kit for November 2019, and it is winter themed. So pretty. If you love snowflakes, you are going to love this month's kit. You have 3 beautiful snowflake dies in 3 different sizes, great for layering, and then those 3 odd shaped pieces on the bottom stacked together to create a beautiful 3D dimensional snowflake that's super big. And I'll show you how to, I'm going to die cut everything out to show you what they look like. Okay, die cut out 3 of my snowflakes and then 2 of the decorative pieces, and then that small one goes to the very large snowflake we're going to create. For the very top piece, which will be the final layer of the largest snowflake, this piece here, I'm going to shade a little bit with spun sugar. I wanted the top layer to be pink. So I die cut everything out, and for my snowflakes, the largest one, I die cut 5 of each one out. That's how many you're going to want if you want to make a complete full-size snowflake. And then all 3 of these layer together on top of each other, and each layer there's a little bit peeking out, and it creates such neat detail. My camera is really not picking up how pretty it is, but maybe in the close-up pictures you'll be able to see. These are the snowflake dies, and they're just gorgeous, and they are 3 different sizes as well, and they layer together beautifully. So we're just going to go ahead and add our layers if you wanted to. You didn't have to. I'm going to pop up each layer with foam adhesive, and it does make it a little bit bulky, but they're beautiful on their own, or they're great for layering together as well. I wanted to make some Christmas tags today also, so this is why I'm layering them together. So there's my little 3D snowflake, and now we get to make the large one. Large one's so easy. Now to glue these together, you could use your any kind of adhesive. I found that this little glue sponge worked perfectly. I had it in my stash, and I don't bring it out very often, but with the detail in these die cut pieces, it worked out great. You just layer the second and the third layer on top of each other, and they fit beautifully. That very bottom angle piece, you just use that as a guide, and then it just follows in line the rest of them, and it creates a chipboard effect too, which is nice for adding extra dimension. I'm going to do that the same to all 5 of them. Just layer my second piece, and then I'll layer my top color piece. Now if you wanted to do 3 different colors of cardstock, you very well could. I'm going to speed up the process here. I mean, really speed it up just to show you how easy it was, but it's pretty really easy. So you need 5 of them again to make a full snowflake. And maybe if I zoom in, you can see a little bit more of the detail, but they're going to be so pretty when you do it to layer them together. Now I like a little added dimension, so I die cut out a circle with some acetate, or some clear acetate sheet. I'm going to add a little glue to it, and then taking the tips of my die cut elements, I'm going to just layer them all together, just like you're fitting a puzzle piece together. On the acetate, that kept wanting to slide, but after you have them all adhered, you could pick up the entire snowflake. So that just makes it easier. If I wanted to add foam adhesive, which I'm going to, behind my acetate, I could pop it up. The glue was oozing out just a little bit, so I dabbed off the excess. But that's the base snowflake. I'm going to add a little detail with some greenery. I'm bringing in my shabby shutters and just coloring in a piece of white cardstock. And then this die here was from a previous Spellbinders card kit, and it's just some greenery, Christmas greenery. I die cut out 2 of those, and I'm going to use them as holly leaves in the center of my snowflake. Okay, I trimmed down a piece of cardstock with my paper trimmer, so it measures 4 inches by 5 1/4. Actually, it measures 3 3/4 inches by 5 inches. So it'll leave me a 1/4 inch all the way around. I wanted my snowflake to kind of pop in that upper area, so I'm adding a little bit of shading with my Tumble Glass Distress Oxide ink. You can see how it just pops against that that blue. Okay, those little extra pieces, originally I was going to leave them white, but they didn't stand out as much as I wanted them with that blue in the background. So just using my spun sugar, I'm going to go ahead and tint those little elements for my snowflake. And believe it or not, when you add those 5 little pieces, it completes your snowflake. It just visually, it just really sets it off. You can see here after I pop this up with some foam adhesive. Isn't that just gorgeous? I just love that. You could use glitter cardstock, would be gorgeous too. Okay, for my sentiment, I'm going to bring in a stamp set. This is from Fun Stamper's Journey. And you know, guys, everything that I used today, I'll link it down below. But I thought originally I was going to use the word joy, but it just didn't fit. So peace worked out beautifully. And I decided to ink up my sentiment, this is peace, with my spun sugar. And you could barely see it, but I'm going to fix that in just a little bit. And I got a little ink happy, so I'm using my stamp chamois and trying to clean up my mess up. I'm going to trim in half these 2 greenery pieces, just so they fit on the snowflake a little bit better. I'm going to add little dots of glue at the very end, and then we're going to tape, well, we're going to secure those in the middle of our snowflake. After we have that done, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment, this time with my VersaFine Onyx Black ink. And it kind of worked out good. I offset it a little bit so that peak was coming out behind it. And I think this turned out really nice. For the center of my snowflake, I added 3 little gems. I was going to add pink, but it was just too much pink. So the gems that I used are green in tone with some gold accent. And I think that worked out beautifully. Next, I'm going to take some goldish, silverish glitter drops and fill in my snowflake for some added sparkle. And then that's my card. I think it turned out just so pretty. Now for my tags, I'm going to die cut out 2 tags using this tag die. And again, I'll link it down below. This is nice to have in your stash. I went ahead and die cut out 3 more snowflakes using the 3 dies in this month's kit, and then stack them together just like I did the first set. I'm going to add a little bit of shading using my tumbled glass in the center of my tags, and not very much. You just don't need very much. And then I'll go ahead and add foam adhesive behind each one of my snowflakes and set that in the center. And I loved how soft this was. So easy to do. I loved just how soft this looked. And it looks so fluffy. I think it looked really pretty on a silver package. Okay, I want to bring in a little bit of pink, or even a pink package would be pretty too. I added some pink ribbon, threaded it through my tag, and then I'm just securing my ribbon with some pink and white baker's twine. It's a very pale pink. I'll just trim off the excess here and trim off my ribbon. And then easy peasy to create some fun tags. Just love the way that turned out. I had those 2 little pieces of the pine branches, so I thought, you know, we're going to go ahead and add those too. I'm just going to trim those in half and then tuck them underneath the gems that I added in the center of the snowflake. And then we'll bring in a little extra color. And oh my goodness, I think I just yawned. That's the first time I think I yawned while I was doing a voiceover. This was a very early morning for me, and so I'm up a couple hours earlier than I normally am. I had a big order at work, but I'm here and I'm creating and I'm having a blast. I hope your day is going fantastic too. So those are my little tags. And then this is my card. I want to add some gold accent to them too. A little bit of sparkle. Gotta have some sparkle. But those are my little gift tags. Easy peasy to make. And then that's my card for today using the Spellbinders November 2019 Small Die of the Month Club Kit. Such a neat kit. I'll leave that club kit down below in case you guys want to check it out. Have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me. We will see you again real soon. And I'm sorry about my phone. Bye-bye.